Diamond Lot. The Diamond Squad. By Eric Waugh. Chapter 30. Past Kings and Queens. Everyone was waiting for the smoke to clear to see the result of the battle. When it had all cleared, Kalia was still standing somehow. They had to brace themselves for another round, but everyone was at their wits' end. Regardless, they were ready to give everything they had, but Kalia was about to do something that none of them were expecting. She congratulated the warriors on defeating her as she was announcing her surrender. None of them were taking her word at face value. So she proceeded to sit down to tell them about a tale of the past. When Kalia was 7 years old, her little brother appeared in this world. Her parents, being the king and queen of their kingdom, told her that she would have great responsibility for being the future heir to the throne and also a big sister. She was trained to always be an encourager. Because of their parents' busy schedule, Kalia was the primary caretaker of her little brother. She did everything she could to keep him safe and ensure he never took their life for granted. They got along incredibly well, but everything began to change after their parents passed away. Kalia took her place as the queen in the direst of circumstances. The Mad King's army was growing in power and her kingdom was his next target. The only person spared that day was none other than the queen herself. However, the Mad King doesn't just simply spare one's life. He corrupts them and alters the person you once were, turning them into his loyal followers. Kalia was once known as the queen who encouraged and gave life to her people. That's why she became the fallen whose powers drained the life force of others. The Swarm Lord was once a great king who valued giving power away to everyone regardless of their social standing rather than hoarding it for himself. That's why when he became corrupted, his power allowed him to control the mass of locusts. The Warlock was once a leader who would put his life on the line for his brothers in arms. But because of the Mad King's magic, he became overly obsessed with sacrificing others. Olivia was confused as to why Kalia was telling them this. She thought she was one of the Mad King's loyal followers. Kalia could not comprehend it either, as somehow she managed to have some memories of her former life intact. She wanted to rebel against the Mad King, but his minions were constantly monitoring her. She was hoping she would find brave warriors who would stand up to his tyranny, and now, she believed she had found them. Suddenly, Kalia began coughing profusely. Olivia told Kalia that she needed to rest and get treatment for her wounds, but Kalia had more to say. She warned everyone to protect Queen Victoria from the Mad King. She did not want anyone else suffering the same fate as her. At this point, Olivia was pleading for Kalia to rest, but she continued to speak, telling them to keep Bella protected. She couldn't explain it, but Kalia had a feeling Bella might be their only hope to defeating the Mad King. As she finished her sentence, her body was beginning to grow weak and wither away. Olivia attempted to cast her healing spell on Kalia, but it failed. She cried as even stronger iterations of her spells had no effect. In her final moments, Kalia told Olivia to save her energy as she would need it against the Mad King. She apologized to everyone for the trouble she caused them. Then she turned to Olivia one last time and thanked her for everything. With the former queen gone, everyone looked down in sorrow as another victim was claimed because of the Mad King's reign. There was no time to sulk as they saw a silver messenger dove flying down towards them. It had crystallized that began to light up, and suddenly, everyone was taken into a different realm where they were met with Sirit. She warned them that by the time they received this message, Fifth Guard would more than likely be under siege. She asked for them to return with haste and help defend the kingdom. They were at a loss for what to do as they were far away from Fifth Guard. They were stuck without any solution until Olivia noticed something secured around Bella's waist. She asked about the scroll in Bella's possession, to which she had no clue about. Ryan took the scroll from her hand and revealed that it was a town portal scroll. It was exactly what they needed to get back to Fifth Guard. Olivia took the scroll, opened it up, and placed it on a rock. She made sure everyone was standing close together at the perfect distance from the scroll. Once they were ready, Olivia and Vance channeled their magical energy towards the scroll, amplifying its power. The town portal scroll began to glow, activating its power. The ambient blue light surrounded the party, and within a few seconds, they all disappeared from the Adeni plains.